So we're burning our fourth fire in the wood stove. It's been a learning process. Right now we're at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit and we have no smoke at all coming out of the chimney. We built a fire with a bed of coals and then we added a few pieces of cherry wood. It smoked a little bit, but what I did is I used my lighter along the door, and I'll show you how I did that. So using my lighter, I would set it down on the door, and when into the door, I would close it off. And so now I've got this just ever so much of a little tiny draft going through the door, and it's really working great. A lot of these stoves, if you crank the handle, I'll get out of here so there isn't so much of a reflection, but a lot of these stoves, if you crank the handle really tight, you're going to cut off so much air because they're built so tight that it can't pull in enough outside air to feed the fire. The other thing that I did is I took this spring and I turned it. As you can see, the handle is all the way through, and I did that because I had only threaded the first ½ inch down here, so the handle was actually all the way down here, and as I would crank that thing closed, it was just too much leverage, and I was actually really cranking this door closed super tight. And by closing it so tight, what wound up happening was I was absolutely starving the fire and having a difficult time keeping anything burning. So now using my lighter, as you can see, just ever so much of a little slight bend to that flame, just enough to get a little bit of air in there. But we have secondary burn. We have these logs have been in here now for about an hour, and as you can see up at the top, it's just a nice slow fire. We are now, since I just videoed this, we actually I think came up a little bit more, and I don't have power in the shed yet. That'll be coming. I did run an extension cord here through the window and hooked up our blower, so I have that, and that's high, blows really nice hot air right off this back. But when I've been running it, I've only been running it about, just a little bit, just to get a little push of air. And it's worked fantastic. I've had to actually shut it off. It's gotten a little bit warm in here. And now we're at 63, almost somewhere close to 63 and a half. So that has warmed up almost 10 degrees in the last hour and a half. So that's pretty good because this is a wide open space with no insulation and a cracked window and 2 vents up at the top. Plus I've yet to seal the top here of the finished sealing kit, so I'm gonna finish this off too. A lot of heat is rising and escaping up out through the roof there. Today is about 40 degrees, so it's not too cold, but when I first came out here we were in the 30s. It's actually warmed up a little bit now since it's around lunchtime. So I wanted to show you the stove. Got some wood in here drying. Got our new rack that I got for $4.99 at Lowe's. A bucket for ash that I'll dump. And we had our first casualty today, our first European house sparrow that actually found its way down past the chimney cap down into the firebox here, leaving me with a little present that I wasn't expecting. Alright, so yeah, we're cooking around 400 degrees here. Just a nice, hot, working fire. Thanks a lot for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.